and please stay healthy in this pandemic situation. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Meyla from Pamulang University, and today I want to present about factor in language learning. So, what is language studies? Linguistics is a study of language, meaning that it is a comprehensive, systematic, and objective language. Then, what studies that study the origin of language obtained? Of course, the answer is psycholinguistic. A multidisciplinary science in the form of combinations of psychology and linguistics. Psycholinguistic studies the psychological and neurobiological factors that enable humans to acquire, use, and understand language. So, what is acquisition and learning? Acquisition is a subconscious and intuitive process of constructing the system of language. Learning is a process in which learned attend to forms, figure out rules, and are generally aware of their own process. There is a few of the approach that dominates in learning and teaching, including structural, functional, and interactive. Structural view is a view that views language as a system related to element. A functional view is a language view that is used for a particular means of expressions or functions. The attractive view is a view that creates and maintains social relationships, focusing on actions, interactions, and movement patterns. All of that gives rise to one more approach, that is the humanic approach. Cass and Slinkers said that there are 9 dimensions that influence the positive and negative process of language learning or acquisition. The dimensions of affect, which is an important issue under the heading of psycholinguistics, consists of 3 aspects: language shocks and culture shocks, anxiety, and affective filter. Language shocks refer to the realizations that the learner must appear comical to speakers. Culture shocks is a shock to the culture, language, lifestyle when someone in a new situations. Anxiety is the uncomfortable feeling of nervous, worry, and fear that non-native speaker experience when learning or using a foreign or second language. Need to remember that anxiety is not always a negative factor in language learning. Then there is a affective filter, namely a theoretical construct that attempts to explain the emotions variables associated with a success or failure of acquiring or learning a second language. When the affective filter is high, individuals may experience stress, anxiety, and lack of self-confidence that may inhibit success in acquiring a second language. The next factor is the social aspect. Everyone must have a culture and first identity. This cannot continue to be ignored when learning a second language, so that in this case social distance can be created. What is social distance? Social distance is a cognitive and affective closeness of two touching culture with the person. Distance is used metaphorically to denote two cultures. The next factor is the age difference. Age differences can greatly affect language learning. As a common example, a child will be easy to acquire their first language, while an individual will have difficulty learning a second language that is obtained to the educational environment. One theory is generally believed that there is a persistence decrease in the ability to learn language with age. The next factor is aptitude. In learning language, talent and skill can be an important point. A student's change of success and is in learning a foreign language are measured by a language aptitude test. There are different effects on language learning abilities such as personality, age, motivations, intelligence, first or second language, and other. Another factor, namely motivations. Motivations is encouragement, a desire that can be considered as a reinforcement for someone to achieve what they want. In learning language, motivations is the most important thing and is honored as the basis of successful language learning process. After that, there are personality and learning style factor. Personality is a special combination of emotions, attitude, and behavior patterns of individual. While the learning styles is the person's patterns that become a habit in getting informations or learning. These two aspects greatly affect the language learning process. The last factor is learning strategy, which is an approach that is taken by individuals to learn and use information. The learning strategy has four components, that is cognitive strategy, metacognitive strategy, social strategy, and affective strategy. All of that is used to train the target language. Okay everyone, that's all from me. I'm sorry if I have many mistakes. Thank you for watching my video.